For Cancer, February 2026 marks a pivotal season of expansion, widening both your opportunities and your strategic planning horizons. You will be presented with the practical tools necessary to manifest new ideas. While the upcoming workload and level of accountability are significant, the eventual results are set to exceed your expectations provided you navigate the path with patience. Jupiter continues to anchor your growth, acting as a cosmic catalyst that asks what you are truly ready to commit to and who you aspire to become. Throughout the month, favorable alignments to Jupiter will trigger specific, successful breakthroughs that validate your current direction. With a heavy planetary emphasis on your ninth house of long-range vision, it is essential to draft a roadmap for the future, particularly for late summer and early autumn 2026. The further you look ahead, the more effortlessly your current journey will unfold. Be mindful that an informational narrative involving Black Moon Lilith begins to weave its way through your life this month, resurfacing in late March. Avoid ambiguity in your communications, as vague statements could be distorted or used against you. Your financial sector is also under the cosmic spotlight. The year's first solar eclipse activates your house of shared resources, debt, and deep investments. You may find yourself making high-stakes, global decisions that represent a radical departure from the financial choices you made in 2017 and 2018. February 1st, a bold and ambitious full moon in Leo illuminates your second house of personal finances and values. This lunation marks the harvest and culmination of financial themes, income structures, and resource management goals initiated back in late July 2025. You may reach a final resolution regarding income streams, banking matters, or the overall architecture of your personal budget, because the second house also governs your physical vitality and self-worth. This Leo energy inspires a drive to radiate strength and confidence. You may feel a strong urge to enhance your physical presence, perhaps through a new fitness regimen or by investing in luxury items that highlight your individuality. In the sign of Leo, this transit encourages you to take pride in your material achievements and to seek recognition for the value you contribute to the world. Expect a height and desire for social validation and a renewed sense of self-assurance in your personal capabilities. February 5th, Mercury forms a high-friction square with Uranus, activating your 8th and 11th houses. This planetary alignment may trigger tension or sudden disagreements regarding shared financial resources, property, joint savings, or collective expenditures. Expect the unexpected in your daily routine. Potential technical glitches, internet interruptions, or unforeseen transit delays are likely. When scheduling your day, build in a buffer of extra time to avoid frantic energy. Be particularly vigilant while driving and adhere strictly to regulations to prevent unnecessary fines. February 6th, April 16th, Mercury, the messenger of information, networking, and logistics enters Pisces. This transit activates your ninth house and will last an unusually long time, until mid-April. Between February 6th and February 26th, it is vital to avoid taking inflexible or dogmatic stances. As new information comes to light and your perspective evolves, you will likely find yourself reassessing current decisions. You might feel a strong urge to fight for a specific position, only to realize later that it doesn't truly align with your higher growth. Hold off on making irreversible moves. By March, the landscape will shift, allowing you to adopt a much more advantageous strategy. This extended ninth house transit highlights aims of higher education, long-distance travel, and legal or bureaucratic matters. It also favors international collaboration, especially for those working remotely or across borders, and emphasizes your connections with your partner's social circle, as well as relationships with clients and colleagues. February 8th, Venus forms a volatile square with Uranus, which may disrupt established agreements and scatter collective plans. Expect some instability in the pricing of routine goods or services. This day is also prone to friction or misunderstandings with a female figure in your life. Overall, you might feel a shift in your usual sense of comfort and stability, requiring you to be more adaptable and flexible as your routine undergoes a temporary recalibration. February 10th, this is a day that demands height and awareness. Mercury locks into a tense aspect with Black Moon Lilith, seeding a complex and potentially confusing narrative that will fully manifest in mid to late March 2026. Because Mercury governs thought, speech, and documentation, and Black Moon Lilith distorts these functions, the risk of error is high. Any ambiguity, misinterpreted words, or ignored red flags will resurface with a vengeance toward the end of next month. Radical honesty and mental clarity are essential now. Steer clear of office gossip and avoid engaging in sensitive or controversial topics with colleagues. Simultaneously, on February 10th, Venus moves into Pisces, gracing your 9th house until March 7th. As the planet of abundance and ease, Venus highlights the sectors where you can expect expansion and improvement. Her presence in the 9th house promises growth in several areas. Long-distance financials potential for income from international sources, online ventures or global trade, legal and bureaucratic matters an auspicious window for successfully navigating formalities, paperwork and official documentation. Travel and networking expect pleasant social encounters or highly beneficial long-distance journeys. New horizons you may discover a new interest that is not only intellectually stimulating, but also carries the potential for future profit indices. February 12th, Mercury, the messenger of thoughts, words, decisions, and documentation aligns with the North Node in your 9th house. As the North Node represents the karmic path of the future and the gateway beyond your comfort zone, it bridges your world with the collective and opens doors to new horizons. It is vital to stay attuned to all incoming information today, as well as any internal sparks of inspiration or sudden realizations. The concepts and intentions seeded now are destined to find their tangible manifestation around late August 2026. To consciously activate this energy, try something outside your routine. Explore a new book, research an unfamiliar subject, or visit a place you've never been. Overall, this is a powerful day for significant meetings, breakthrough ideas, and pivotal decisions. February 14th, Saturn, the planet of accountability and karma, makes its definitive ingress into Aries, activating your 10th house until late April 2028. This long-term transit marks an exceptionally significant era for you, a time that tests whether your external achievements truly reflect your inner integrity. You will likely find yourself working intensely toward your highest ambitions, a process that may feel demanding or restrictive at times. This period is characterized by a heavier load of responsibility, occasionally increased scrutiny from others, while you are initiating projects that require sustained, disciplined effort. Remember that Saturn eventually bestows generous rewards and lasting authority upon those who persevere. February 16th, Mercury forms a fortunate and expansive aspect with Jupiter. This day promises success in navigating bureaucratic channels and is highly favorable for academic, public, and intellectual pursuits. It is an ideal window for sitting for exams or releasing publications. Furthermore, the cosmic energy is auspicious for travel, social networking, and financial planning. This is also an excellent to finalize purchases involving international delivery or items from distant locations. February 17th, the first solar eclipse of 2026 occurs in Aquarius, activating your 8th house of shared resources and deep transformation. This event marks the definitive beginning of the year's high-frequency energy. As the first eclipse in this sector since 2018, it initiates a new two-year cycle on this axis, highlighting a fresh objective or process that will define your path through 2038. Simultaneously, You may see the final results or culmination of events that were seeded between August 2017 and August 2018. In the 8th house, the domain of joint finances, investments, and intimacy, this eclipse triggers a major recalibration of your shared resources. Expect shifts in your partner's income, a restructuring of profit distribution from your business ventures, or changes in your passive income streams. This portal may also signal the preparation for a high-stakes transaction in either your personal or professional life. February 18th, Venus, the planet of earthly pleasure, love, beauty, and material abundance, aligns with the North Node in your 9th house. As the North Node points toward your karmic future and the expansion of boundaries, this conjunction occurs in the sector governing long horizons, both geographic and intellectual. This is a stellar day for strategic planning and practical action. It is highly favorable for travel and restoration, mapping out upcoming journeys, retreats or wellness-focused trips, aesthetic refinement, investing in cosmetic procedures or personal enhancements, intellectual growth, pursuing new knowledge or educational paths that hold significant profit potential, business development, drafting sophisticated commercial or professional strategies. You may also find yourself coordinating long-term goals with your partner's family or social circle, or perhaps reassessing the overall structure of professional output. February 20th marks a moment of epical significance, the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune in Aries within your 10th house. This rare merging of the cosmic clock hands signals the dawn of a new global order. While Saturn represents structural order and tangible discipline, Neptune embodies inner vision and subconscious faith. Their union in Aries, the sign of bold initiatives, heralds a period of rapid global shifts and new societal rules. For you, this alignment is particularly potent as it occurs at the zenith of your chart, the sector of career and public status. It signifies the start of a disciplined process where you begin turning your highest ideals into concrete reality. Neptune provides the inspiration and vision, while Saturn provides the architectural discipline to anchor those dreams into your professional legacy. February 22nd, and on February 22nd, Venus forms a harmonious aspect with Jupiter, which is currently transiting your sign. This radiant alignment activates your 1st and 9th houses, promising tangible rewards and meaningful results for your recent efforts. Whether it manifests as financial profit, unexpected gifts, bonuses, or a surge of emotional buoyancy, your actions are primed for success. Stay open to intriguing encounters and lucrative offers that may surface during this high-frequency window. February 26th, March 21st, Mercury stations retrograde in your 9th house, initiating a period designed for recalibration, correcting oversights, and refining past errors. This is an ideal cosmic window for reviving intellectual projects, returning to a course of study, or relaunch out a previously shelved venture. You will have the opportunity to clarify terms with clients or international partners. Use this transit for any activities, resubmitting resumes, retaking exams, or revisiting a place that once inspired you. During this cycle, remember that decisions which felt final only recently may prove to be quite fluid. February 27th, on February 27th, Mars locks into a tense square with Uranus. This energy demands patience. Resist the urge to rush, especially if you feel pressured by those around you. It is also wise to avoid radical experiments with your physical image today, as the results may not meet your expectations. Be prepared for potential financial friction or debates regarding expenses related to children. Simultaneously, the Sun aligns with the North Node, marking a pivotal milestone in your personal timeline. This conjunction represents a powerful intersection between your conscious self, the Sun, and your evolutionary path, the North Node. You may experience a sense of inspired anticipation, receiving crucial clues from the world around you. Stay alert for meaningful information, unexpected invitations, or proposals that signal your next great developmental leap. wishing you a magnificent and successful month. My dear Cancers, please subscribe to the channel for more celestial insights.